More than half of the United States and the District of Columbia have legalized medical marijuana.
Yesterday, Oklahoma joined the growing club. Thanks for joining us tonight. With the recent trend of a green wave sweeping the nation, could the Lone Star State be next? Fox 14's Blessing Losman speaks to the Randall County Democratic and Republican Party chairs to get their take on that possibility. That story is first on Fox tonight from your local election headquarters.
There's been a lot of interest in marijuana and the discussion.
The Randall County Republican chair has much to say on the topic. In fact, he tells us it's discussed often, most recently at their state convention in San Antonio.
We see gradually a little bit of movement, but not very much. There's still a lot of interest in looking at medical marijuana, but it is one of the many issues that we have through the years that most of the citizens are afraid.
Harmon says some are worried the legalization of medical marijuana in Texas could lead to the legalization of recreation use.
The old theory is if you give an inch, they'll take a mile, that it won't stop with medical marijuana. They're really objective. Those pushing it is free use by everybody. And so that's the main issue, and I think the main resistance.
When we reached out to the Randall County Democratic chair on the issue, she told us there's no opinion at this time on the matter.
They develop their own platform and they develop their own ideas, and I know in a more general nature they're more supportive of it than Republicans are.
Harmon says he hasn't heard from anyone being pressured to turn Texas green just because New Mexico and Oklahoma did.
Now, speaking of Oklahoma, here's how voters answered regarding State Question 788. In a 56.84% to 43.16% margin, Oklahoma voters approved the legal use, sale, and growth of medical marijuana. Live in studio, Blessing Wilkesman, Fox 14 News. Andy.
Blessing, thank you. The latest University of Texas and Texas Tribune poll shows some Texans are on board with going green. The Tribune states overall 53% of the state's voters would legalize marijuana either in small amounts or any amounts. Another 31% say they would legalize marijuana only for medicinal purposes, while only 16% say possession of marijuana could remain illegal under any circumstance.